Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Well, what a weekend for fun and rain. Some of the fun was subdued by the rain, but not all of it. Can't stop the Big Sky Jubilee.
Nope, they had fun in the rain.
They did. Got their parade in and many of their activities, and they had some backup plans, so hopefully everybody had fun up in Big Sky Country up at Anselmo. Speaking of that, let's just start with a little thank you that they wanted us to pass along to everybody for attending, and all the volunteers who put it together, and all the work that went into it this year ahead of time, some extra effort for cleanup. And they really went to town on that. Boy, really cleaned up Anselmo. I'm sure they got more to do, but it really was a big step forward, and lots of volunteers for it. So Congratulations. And they would like to thank everybody from kids to longtime residents and even the folks from outside the city limits who helped set up to get ready for the special weekend at Anselmo. Whether you donated meals, made a donation, brought equipment, or simply gave in your time and hard work, your efforts did not go unnoticed. And that willingness to lend a hand and work together, that's what makes a small town so special. And the pride shown in Anselmo over the past several weeks has been truly remarkable. This message is simply a heartfelt thank you to everyone who pitched in. Your generosity, hard work, and community pride are what make Anselmo and the Big Sky Jubilee so special. And they hope that you had a great weekend and look forward to getting back together next year in the streets of Anselmo and the buildings in Anselmo, having fun, and a lot of history in that community, a lot of pride in that community. So thank you, Big Sky Jubilee, for happening again, and all the volunteers who made that event go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thanks, Cindy.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, everybody up in Anselmo.
That's right. That's right. More to come. We'll be talking about some more events coming up on the weekends. Through the summer here in central Nebraska, there's something going on somewhere all summer long, all the way to almost Labor Day weekend. So no reason to say, well, there's nothing to do. Well, there sure is a lot to do here in our listening area. Big Sky was an example. Got a lot of things coming up this weekend we're going to be telling you about. Before we go forward, let's talk about the rain.
Yeah.
You were on storm duty this weekend. I am like you. When I heard you on Saturday, I thought, ooh, it's going to be a long weekend for Brent Apperson, my neighbor, because he's on call, and we already have a storm like at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. And usually when that happens, you will be spending the day and evening here. And it did not happen for us, right?
No, the only severe weather warning for Custer County over the weekend was the one you talked about on Saturday morning. And then there were no other severe weather warnings, at least none that I was alerted of, for the remainder of the weekend. Now, that does not mean that there weren't still some strong thunderstorms that developed across the county on Saturday especially. But yeah, the severe stuff seemed to be to the east of us. I know Sherman County, in that area, maybe even off into portions of Buffalo County, Hall County, even Valley County. I mean, I think that those areas really got hit later in the day on Saturday with winds and heavy rains.
Yeah, Grand Island, St. Paul, Farwell, all through there. Receiving heavy rains and some damaging winds and so forth, as you mentioned. And we hope it's not too terrible bad, but there was a rough go in the Sherman County area, and of course, as you mentioned, further east. And that was about the line of it. I mean, we had it coming through here, and we got some heavy rains and some hail here in Broken Bow. I can tell you that the Tomatoes for Tots project might not be what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, well, Brent was feeling really bad that he didn't bring in his wife's flowers from the outside before he took off to cover severe weather on Saturday. They kind of, I think they'll come out of it. They look better today, but yeah, they kind of got pelted a little bit too.
Well, Mother Nature's, well, she can be a little mean, and then she can also amaze you with that comeback of plants and so forth, so don't give up on them. The tomatoes out back have been taking quite a beating from the wind this spring and early summer, and then this hail that came along pinched it off pretty good. And I hope that the crops in this area did not get damaged too awfully much. It is pretty early in the growing season. I did see some photographs that were posted south of Broken Bow where the whole yard was white with hail. Now here in town, we had it for a short period of time. There was a few that started making you wonder, is it going to get bigger, because it was starting to make noise on the glass and so forth. But I don't think it did a lot of damage, maybe some. So we look to the east and we think, well, that could have happened here. And so you kind of have to put it into perspective. But hopefully the crops out there didn't get damaged too awfully much, and they got a drink.
Yeah. Praise the Lord for the rain.
Yeah.
My goodness. We needed it. That's for sure.
We really, really did, and came hard there, the rain that you were mentioning Saturday morning, but then there were other times where it was coming down kind of nice and slow, and we soaked in over the weekend here at the studios 2 inches and 2 inches and 41 hundredths over the weekend, and that brought the total up to over 3 inches all of a sudden for June. So get the good with the bad, right?
Yeah. That was stressful measuring the rain, by the way.
Why?
On Sunday. Well, there was so much in the container that I had to be really, it wanted to come out real fast.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so you didn't want to spill any of it because you wanted your measurement to be mostly accurate. That's for sure. And the cylinder would not take all of it. At first. So you had to measure it. Let's see, I measured it in, I filled it up as far as I was comfortable with and then put the rest in.
And had to do your addition.
And then had to add. Yeah. And that stressed me out. I mean, I finally just got out the calculator.
Yeah, there you go.
To make sure, okay, now I'm just going to make sure I'm right. So
backing up. So putting these numbers together, if I added correctly this morning, Saturday morning, as of 7 o'clock, there was 4 hundredths in the rain gauge.
Yeah, from that little bit we got Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then on Sunday morning, you measured up 2 inches and 33 hundredths.
Yeah, that was from that full day on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then on this morning's measurement, it was another 4 hundredths. So there's your 241 with what we already had, really skyrocketed the amount for the month. Certainly, as you said, it was due. Now, I was watching the radar yesterday a lot, and out west in the Sandhills, they really need the rain as bad or worse than we do. They haven't got some of the rains that we've had here. So I was in kind of communication with Butch McGinn on Saturday on that first jag, and I think the airport showed us at an inch 40, the first jag that came through, and Butch said they had about, if I remember correctly, 54 hundredths. So they weren't getting the rains there that we got here. Also saw some measurements just outside of Broken Bow between here and Myrna that were higher than this. So it varied a lot, but the Sandhills really need a big drink, and I don't think they got the big one that we got here. So we're hoping for more rain in the sandhills to get that grass revived and growing. So that's kind of our weather report here this morning. But
Steve Hortnickel brings up a good point, and I thought of this as I was looking out over my yard. The bird baths should be good for a while. So I'm thankful for that.
yes, Steve.
I won't get a fine from my neighbor now because there's no water in the bird bath, at least hopefully not for a few days now.
Oh, Steve, thank you for noting that. Yes, the bird bath was full yesterday. I actually got to mow the lawn yesterday.
I saw you out mowing yesterday.
Kind of crazy to me, but it mowed really nice.
Did it?
Yeah, and pulled some weeds because the ground actually was soft enough to pull up some weeds, so there's some benefits there as well. Thanks, Steve. Also, I wanted you to know, Brent, that I'm going to be gone tomorrow and Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to be gone again next Monday. And some of the reason I'm going to be gone is that I'm joining a new organization, and I'm going to a convention/seminar tomorrow. I'll be on my way tomorrow and attend the event Wednesday and make my way back. Hopefully I'll be back Thursday, but if I'm really in the middle of information, I can't guarantee it. But this will be the WTN committee meeting.
WTN.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I know that there's groups out there that have neighborhood watches for criminals and so forth, and that's where people kind of work together and watch out for one another. But the WTN stands for Watch the Neighborhood, and that is for specific leaders such as myself. And
okay.
So this will be the WTN inaugural meeting to encourage individuals such as yours truly to enforce regulations and guidelines in the neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
So
well,
I'll be attending those to find out how to enforce them properly without causing too much turmoil in the neighborhood. But yet make sure that people. This is not a safety factor. This is more of let's cosmetically keep the neighborhood looking sharp. And I'll be attending that meeting the next couple of days.
Well, good. Can't wait to see what you gain out of that seminar.
WTN.
I do hope you bring back all of the literature that you accumulate so I can read it.
Well, it's probably all going to be online, but I could probably give you a link.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good time.
Thank you. And I'll try to. What I want to do is, be a good leader, and enforce the rules and the laws for other people.
Yes.
Not so much for myself.
I've noticed that about you. It's always about the others. Since I've moved into the neighborhood, it's always been about the others and the way you care about the rest of us.
Well,
we so appreciate that.
I just want you to know that I kind of started thinking this way as I read and watched some of the news.
Oh.
And I think it just started seeping into my brain that if you're the leader of the neighborhood and the, let's just say, supervisor or king, the rules are for other people. So that's
I know some of us in the neighborhood are still trying to figure out how you became the leader. Were you self-appointed?
I'd rather not answer that question right now.
Okay.
That was a stupid question on your part.
Oh, my.
Okay, moving along.
Sean Simpson said 260 at their house north of Taylor.
Nice rain up there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
We had a lot of nice comments. I posted the rain Sunday morning on Facebook, and a lot of people commented about what they had at their location.
Some good amounts?
So, yeah, very good amounts. Yeah.
Good.
Not as much. It didn't seem like as much. You went Callaway and Arnold in that area. Not as much as other portions of the county. Didn't seem like.
Not quite as good a reports there, but still some.
Yeah, still an inch or more.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, it's 7:45. Neighbor,
Yeah, neighbor.
why don't we take a little ride down the Hallelujah, if I can say that this way. I have a little trouble with that word.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Now, that's easier to say it that way. Take a ride on the Hallelujah
There you go.
Trail.
Quattro and Choya, the best of friends. Quattro died, but then he came back again. A fabled story, away out west.
Deb Merrick Aston, asking us to wish her niece, Madeira Eggleston, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Madeira. Thanks for being part of the breakfast show today. Grocery cart specials?
Yeah. You want to do you want to get the game in, or you want to hold off on the game?
I'd rather play the game and have the grocery cart specials all in one.
Well, okay.
And I know you can do it, neighbor.
I can. Here we go.
Because you excel as a neighbor.
Wow, thanks,
and
Dave.
a co-host.
Yeah, we'll see if I still excel after your seminar.
WTN, here I
don't
come.
know. Can't wait to see what comes out of that. All right, here we go. It's Adopt a Cat Month. In honor of all felines, we are going to ask questions about cats of history, literature, movies, cartoons, pop culture. Here is your question for today. This classic nonsense poem was first published in 1871 in the book Nonsense Songs, Stories, Botany, and Alphabets. It follows two unlikely companions who sail away in a pea-green boat to get married. What literary work are we talking about? Is it The Owl and the Pussycat by Edward Lear, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, Puss in Boots by Charles Perrault, or The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling? This classic nonsense poem that was published in 1871 follows two unlikely companions who sail away in a pea-green boat to get married. What literary work are we talking about? The Owl and the Pussycat by Edward Lear, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, Puss in Boots by Charles Perrault, or The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling? If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Everyday products, items your home often has on hand at any time. Barney Pharmacy has great savings waiting on them throughout the store. Leda brand hydrocortisone cream or ointment are $2.99. Colgate Optic White Whitening Mouthwash is $4.49. Or pick up Advanced Toothpaste, Icy Fresh or Sparkling for $6.29. Metamucil Powder is $19.99, while 72-count fiber gummies are $16.49. Barbasol Shaving Cream cans are $2.49, and lightly scented 80-count baby wipes are $2.29. Visit Barney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
At BD, they are driving healthcare forward. Every day, their innovations help doctors diagnose faster, protect nurses on the front lines, and improve care for millions worldwide. They believe in big ideas, bold solutions, and a future where healthcare works better for everyone. Together, progress isn't just being made. The world of health is being advanced. BD, where innovation meets impact.
Faye is on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Haven't heard from you for a while. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, I just don't get around to call. I often know the answer.
Well,
Don't call.
hopefully you have it today. Here's Brent.
All right, Faye, this classic nonsense poem, first published in 1871, follows two unlikely companions who sail away in a pea-green boat to get married. Is it The Owl and the Pussycat by Edward Lear, Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, Puss in Boots by Charles Perrault, or The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling? What do you think?
The Owl and the Pussycat.
That is exactly what it is. Well done, Faye, and because you've answered correctly, we're going to put your name on a certificate that'll get you a free breakfast sandwich from Howdy Coffee Company here in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
very
Faye.
much.
Yep. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. We'll be back with the grocery cart specials. First, these words.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
No matter the season, having the right bank makes all the difference. At Burning Bank, we offer the tools and support you need. From checking and savings to personalized service you can count on. We are here to help you manage today and plan for tomorrow. Stop by our Broken Bow location and see how we can help you move forward with confidence. Burning Bank, build, grow, thrive. member FDIC.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan
and Tiffany from RTA's Hardware.
Right now is a great time to download the Ace Rewards app.
Dad wanted to do something special for our customers, so we're giving away a $200 shopping spree.
Getting entered is easy. Download the Ace app, sign in with your Ace Rewards, and enjoy.
If you don't have an account, you can sign up right in the app.
Whether if you're new to the app or not, you can still win the $200.
We'll draw the winner soon, so don't put it off.
Thank you for shopping local and supporting RTA's Hardware.
Come see us on South C Street in Broken Bow soon.
Thank you, Ryan and Tiffany, RTA's Hardware. All right. Yes, we are in full swing ahead for summer. That means hot dogs and buns and hamburgers and, oh gosh, all sorts of things for summer fun. And the grocery cart has some specials for you. Here's Brent.
All right, let's start in the meat department. This is the ad that breaks today, runs through June 26th at the grocery cart. This week, fresh 93% diet lean ground beef is $6.98 a pound. Prairie Fresh Natural bone-in Boston butt pork roast, $2.48 a pound. Cube steak on sale, $8.98 a pound. And Grocery Cart's homemade pork sausage is $3.68 a pound. 2.5-pound bag of Best Choice All Natural boneless skinless chicken thighs is $7.98. Fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in split chicken breast, $1.48 a pound. The 2-pound package of Holton steak or smashed burgers, $10.98. And Johnsonville summer sausage is $4.98. Some of the other specials you'll find this week: Ballpark Meat Franks get 2 packages for $4. Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables are 2 for $5. Zatarain's smoked sausage, $4.48. Armour cooked meatballs get 2 packages for $7. And Tyson breaded chicken, $7.77 for the package. Other specials: Mission Soft Taco Tortillas, the 10-count package is $2.20 this week. Highland Sour Cream 16-ounce tubs are $1.88. Kemp's French Onion Dip 6-ounce tubs, 2 for $4. Best Choice Cream Cheese, get 3 for $5. Florida's Natural Orange Juice 52-ounce container, $4.48. Highland Lemonade, the half-gallon, get 2 for $4. Dannon Activia Yogurts are 2 for $6. And International Delight Coffee Creamers 12 varieties, the 32-ounce bottles are $3.58. Banquet Fruit Pies get 10 for $10 this week. Best Choice French Toast Sticks are $2.98. Bird's Eye Voila Vegetables and Skillets are $4.98 for the package. Hungry Man Dinners are on sale for $3.98. And Budget Saver Pops 18-count packages are $3.98. Kraft Mayonnaise is on sale, $3.98 for the jar. Kraft Miracle Whip is $4.98 this week. Hunt Squeeze Ketchup, get 4 for $5. Best Choice Hamburger or Hot Dog Buns, the 8-count, $1.98 for the package. Betty Crocker Suddenly Salads are $1.98. Van Camp's Pork and Beans, cans are 88 cents. Famous Dave's Barbecue Sauce on sale for $2.88. Frito-Lay Lays get 2 for $5. Frito-Lay Doritos are 2 for $7. All right, let's go to page 2, and we'll take you to the produce section, where this week they'll feature Dole pineapples, get 2 for $6. Seedless red or green grapes, $2.48 a pound. California peaches or nectarines are $2.98 a pound. New crop California sweet plums are $2.18 a pound. New crop Arkansas slicing tomatoes, $1.58 a pound. Fresh Northwest apricots are $3.98 a pound. Fresh zucchini or yellow squash, $1.98 a pound. And Washington Premium Fuji apples are $1.28 a pound this week at the GK. Other store-wide savings that you'll find this week: General Mills cereals are on sale for $4.48. Keebler Townhouse or Club Crackers, $3.98. Kraft Mac and Cheese, get 10 for $10. Barilla Pasta, 3 for $4. Snack Pack Pudding or Gelatin, 4-count, 10 for $10. Vlasic Pickles are on sale, get 2 jars for $4. General Mills Chex Mix Bugles or Gardetto's snacks are $2.98. Prego Pasta Sauce, get 2 jars for $5. Kraft Salad Dressing on sale, 2 for $5. And Betty Crocker Cookie Mixes are on sale for $2.98. Some of the specials you'll find in the deli this week: sliced to order Kretschmar oven turkey, $8.98 a pound. Sliced to order Kretschmar Colby Jack cheese, $6.98 a pound. In the bakery, MJ's brownies get 2 for $10. J. Skinner Danish strips are 2 for $7. And Bakery Fresh peanut butter Krispies, 36 count, $8.98. Those are some of the specials that you'll find this week at the grocery cart.
Thank you, Brent. I want to remind folks, too, that right after we get past the weather and news at the top, a little ways past, we'll have a live remote broadcast for you this morning from Broken Bow Auto Parts. So stay tuned for that. News right after this.
Here at Team Physical Therapy, we want to get you ready and keep you healthy all year long. If you are having trouble getting back into shape, call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We are highly trained in whole body injuries that you may be experiencing. Whether it's a muscle strain, shin splints, foot, knee, or shoulder pain, let your movement rehabilitation specialist get you into shape. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. President Trump threatened to impose tolls on the Strait of Hormuz if an Iran deal doesn't happen in 60 days. Here's reporter Rob Martier.
The president raised the possibility in a social media post after Iran announced it is closing the vital waterway due to ceasefire violations by the U.S. and Israel.
Senator Lindsey Graham says he expects President Trump to take the Strait of Hormuz over by force if a deal fails. High-level delegations from the U.S. and Iran met in Switzerland Sunday. Vice President J.D. Vance led the negotiations for the U.S., joined by mediators from Qatar and Pakistan. 2 wildfires in Utah have created a haze of smoke in the Wasatch Back area. Several Democratic senators urged the FCC to pause the Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
In Nebraska news, a sinkhole opened Sunday morning in Omaha's Blackstone district near 38th Avenue and Farnham Street, prompting the evacuation of nearby buildings as a precaution. The sinkhole extended into the building's basement and washed out part of its rear structure. Engineers inspected the area and later cleared adjoining buildings for re-entry. Officials are investigating the cause, which they say is unrelated to the recent Pacific Street sinkhole. Several businesses were affected, with Cunningham's closed for the day and a Red Lion Lounge event canceled. It remains unclear whether the incident will impact Omaha's streetcar construction project. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open golf tournament by 1 stroke. He was up by 6 to start the day. Sam Burns finished second. Scotty Scheffler fell to a tie for 4th place. At the World Cup, Egypt, with 3 goals in the second half, beat New Zealand 3-1. Spain dominated Saudi Arabia 4-0. Cape Verde tied Uruguay 2-2. Belgium and Iran tied 0-0. In the WNBA, wins for Washington, Las Vegas, and L.A., which hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to edge New York 98-97. NASCAR win for Corey Heim. IndyCar win for Christian Lundgaard. Serena Williams will play doubles and singles at Wimbledon this summer. The Ottawa Senators traded Brady Tkachuk to Florida for draft choices. To baseball, the Orioles won 12-1 at the Dodgers. St. Louis a 12-10 win at Kansas City. The Reds beat the Yankees. Phillies over the Mets. Kyle Schwarber is 29th homer.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Slight chance for showers, with fog and spots early today. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 72. Southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for storms. Tonight, lows dip down to about 55. Mainly cloudy skies expected. Cloudy and foggy early tomorrow. Thunderstorms likely 73. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, Surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn,
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we can help you get ready for whatever life throws at you, even the welcome surprises. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help you make them feel a little less unexpected. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:05. Let's go outside and find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
Honestly, it's not too bad this morning. 59 degrees outside. It feels okay. It's under a cloudy sky. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 30.09 and humidity 95%. Now, we picked up another 400ths of precipitation this morning, with the precip for this month now up to 3 inches and 57 hundredths. A high yesterday of 67 and an overnight low of 59.
All right, Jack, thanks a lot. I was out back yesterday, and the old nest looks kind of empty with
It does.
little babies gone.
It does.
I wonder if there'll be another tenant coming in and taking over the nest.
Yeah, I also looked at your tomato plants this morning. Quite a few of them are leaning, but you got some nice ones growing on. So
Yeah, the hail kind of took care. There's a lot of little tomatoes on them, though, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, we'll see how they recuperate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack.
You're welcome.
8:07 almost. That's not a very good way to do the time. Nearly 8:07. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Their new work as well, first album in many years. And I think you can tell they're kind of going back to the roots there, singing about muddy waters and got that slide guitar going. We'll be right back with more right after these messages.
At BD, they are advancing the world of health. As a global medical technology company, BD is dedicated to improving medical discovery, diagnostics, and care. From developing innovative devices to creating safer solutions for patients and healthcare workers, they stand for quality, safety, and progress in healthcare. Every day, their team works to make a difference, helping people live healthy lives. BD, advancing the world of health together.
Mind Match on The Breakfast Show, where it's not about being right, it's about thinking alike.
Casey played on Wednesday and didn't get enough matches. That means next Wednesday's Mind Match jackpot is $425.
Want in on the action? Sign up now on the contests page of sandhillsexpress.com and you could get the call to play. Mind Match, 7:45 Wednesday mornings, brought to you by Gateway Motors and the Garden Center of Broken Bow.
All right, yes, $425.
Did I hear that right?
Yes.
$425?
That's right!
Whoa! Man, you are generous. If you missed it, Dave added, if we would have kept adding to the jackpot the way we have in the past, it would have been $225. But you, last week, added another $200 to it. So $425. Woo.
I did, and I'm just going to tell you the truth. I am fiscally conservative.
Yeah, you've always been fiscally responsible. Yes.
Jack Benny-like. And I got to thinking, well, hey, I'll probably have a little extra money that I can throw into the pot through fines in the neighborhood.
Oh. So that's why you're going to this seminar.
Well,
coming up, you're gonna see how you're going to increase the fines, aren't you?
WTN official, yes. Watch the neighborhood, not neighborhood watch. This is more about regulations and fines and so forth, much like the FCC with us. Mm-hmm. So I figured I was going to pick up some extra cash, so I just throw it in the pot.
What is it? What WTN? Yeah.
Yeah. Watch the neighborhood.
Yeah. Sounds more like what to find the neighborhood. If you ask me.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Is nagging back pain or neck stiffness holding you back? At Thompson Chiropractic, Dr. Riley Thompson provides personalized, evidence-based care right here in Broken Bow. No unnecessary procedures, just real results. They accept most major insurance plans and offer discounts for direct pay. Call 308-293-6340 today or schedule online anytime at thompsonchiropractic.com. Take the first step toward moving better, feeling better, and living better. Thompson Chiropractic, care that puts you first.
Looking for a fresh start in a place you'll love to call home? Broken Bow Housing Authority has one-bedroom apartments available at Custer Heights. Enjoy easy living with no utilities, snow removal, or lawn care to worry about. Need more space? Choose from 2 to 5 bedroom homes with tenants responsible for snow removal and lawn care. Income limits do apply. Visit BrokenBowHousingAuthority.com to apply online today. Don't wait. Contact Broken Bow Housing Authority and open the door to your next home.
8:14, almost 8:15. Shortly, we'll be going with you on the radio waves to the Broken Bow Auto Parts.
Yeah, big day for them today.
Yeah, they've got a big day going on, and a big day for you, too, if you stop by.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll find out more about that this morning, so stay tuned for that. We'll find out if they're ready while you listen to these words.
Sun Valley Landscaping Greenhouse in Ansley needs to move inventory, and that means big savings for you. Now through July 1st, take advantage of their buy one, get one free sale on all vegetables and annuals. There is still a great selection, so don't miss this opportunity to stock up and save. Visit Sun Valley Landscaping Monday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, and Sunday noon to 5, east of the Fire Hall in Ansley. They look forward to seeing you soon at Sun Valley Landscaping.
When the job is big, you need equipment you can count on, and K&K Backhoe's ready to roll. From septic system installation and pumping and lot grading, water and sewer lines, basement excavation, concrete removal, dozer work, dirt hauling, and snow removal, K&K Backhoe has the experience and equipment to get the job done right. Need materials? They offer mud rock, gravel, crushed concrete, and fill dirt. Whether you're starting a project or finishing one, call K&K Backhoe of Broken Bow today at 872-2547. That's 872-2547 for K&K Backhoe of Broken Bow.
From the mortgage to childcare costs to the weekly grocery haul, you already know that life comes with many expenses. We all do so much to take care of our loved ones right now, but we don't always consider how those left behind would manage if the unthinkable were to happen. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Life insurance is a simple answer to that very difficult question. If you have a policy already, that's great. Let us review it with you to make sure it's still the amount, type, and length of coverage that you need. If you don't have a life policy, we will walk you through the process to determine what kind of life insurance protection is best for your family. Just give us a call at 836-2201 or stop in the office in Callaway.
All right, real quick before before we go to Broken Bow Auto Parts, Brent, want to talk a little baseball. Of course, we didn't mention because, well, we were disappointed as everybody was that they were unable to have the softball tournament here in Broken Bow on Saturday. They did get a few games in on Friday, but of course the weather did not allow that to take place. I assume then Paul Brown Field will be ready to go for baseball. A doubleheader tonight?
Yes. We had on our schedule to do the Legion Seniors game between Broken Bow and Jersey's Seniors of Kearney. Originally, it was just going to be one game tonight, but I think one of their earlier contests got rained out, so they're making that up. It's going to be a doubleheader tonight starting at 5:30. This is for seniors baseball, and we will be there to broadcast game number 2 of the doubleheader for you tonight, starting at around 8 o'clock. So that'll be tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM. And then tomorrow, we're going to bring you Broken Bow Spirit Softball. Excited to call the girls softball action for you tomorrow night. We have been informed, though, that the game for softball tomorrow is moving to Melham Park. So we'll be at Melham Park for you tomorrow night for Broken Bow Spirit Softball as they host the Sentinels, I believe, of the Dannebrog area. And we'll have a doubleheader of softball for you tomorrow starting at around 6:30. So Legion baseball tonight at 8, softball tomorrow at 6:30 on KBBN.
All right, thank you, Brent. It's 8:18.
Nebraska State Bank invites you to capture the beauty right outside your door. Introducing Nature's Full Spectrum Photo Contest. From Memorial Day through 4th of July, submit your best photo taken right here in the county, no matter what season they were captured. Winning photos earn $100, chosen by a committee of Nebraska State Bank employees. Visit nesb.bank or stop by your local NSB branch to get started. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Whether for a night alone, a date night, or a fun family night, nothing compares to a night at the movies. See movies at your local theaters, the Fox Theater in Broken Bow or Cozad. Head to watchthefox.com to see what's showing. Fridays are new movie day. Ask them about theater rental for your event, celebration, or meeting, with or without concessions in a movie. No matter the time of year, gift cards to the Fox Theater are a perfect gift. The Fox Theater in Broken Bow and Cozad. Visit watchthefox.com.
We're hearing around the area that Lewis is throwing a party today at Broken Bow Auto Parts, Brent.
All right.
Let's find out more about it with Jeremy Shipe. Jeremy?
Yeah, Lewis is throwing a party here at Broken Bow Auto Parts, and we are here. We're going to be learning a little bit more about that and then about the business in general. And I would guess that what we're going to learn is that not a whole lot has changed besides what they are offering you as far as the brand of tools and the brand of parts that you can get. So with more about that, Lewis is right alongside me. Lewis, let's talk about the open house first and what you've got going on for that.
We're just going to do a free meal here at between 11:30 and 1:30. Burgers, brats, hot dogs.
All the favorites.
Staples.
They're going to be here, and 11:30 to 1:30. And if you're not familiar with where we are, which you're going to be looking for a different sign, so you're going to want to look for black and yellow on the sign. It says Broken Bow Auto Parts, and that's what you're going to be searching for on the east end of Broken Bow, in the same building with Custer Electric and Irrigation. Or excuse me, west. Did I say east? I don't know what side of town I'm on. Christy's giving me the eyebrows over there. She's just looking through the aisle over there. West side of Broken Bow. Look for the black and the yellow. And that leads me to my next question, Lewis. Talk about auto value and kind of how that works and what that means. It's a line of tools and parts, right?
Yeah, it's part of a group of suppliers. We decided to go with them a little more name brand stuff instead of just store branded boxes. We just thought it was going to be better for the future. It's a growing company that's expanding around here pretty fast.
I have seen a little bit more about it ever since you made the change to Auto Value, and it certainly stands out. You've got the black and yellow logo, and I know it goes without saying that guys and gals that are working on cars and vehicles and other things like ag and just general work, they want value and they want good quality, because you don't want a wrench that's going to break in half when you're using it. So this is good quality stuff, right?
Yeah, I use it all. Timken bearings is some of the best. We do them in McPherson, so it's just a little more name brand. You know what you're getting in the box.
Okay. And that's going to be something they can find across the store, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of different things. And then, of course, right now is a good time as we get into the thick of summer. I know you've got lots of different things that can help folks clean up their cars. And then certainly always want to remember windshield wipers. You've got those as well. Yeah. I know sometimes people think it's kind of an inconvenience to go in and change your windshield wiper out. And every time I do it, I just kind of think, why didn't I do this sooner? I can actually see what I'm doing.
Yeah. And then we sell Deca batteries now, which is, they're mainly all made right in the United States in East Penn.
And you can bring in your core with that too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can bring your battery core, and they've got all of the tools that you need in order to put these parts on as well, folks, all the way up and down the aisles. You got these nice organizers on here that kind of show where everything is, and talk about maybe some things that people don't know that you do. Talk about those other services you can help them out with when it comes to like flywheels and stuff, right?
Yeah, we can grind flywheels, turn rotors and drums. We have a big selection of welding stuff from Forney that we've been working on building the inventory on. Pressure washer parts. So
all good to have.
Yeah, just if we can help with it, we try.
Okay, that's exactly what you want to hear, folks, when you're looking for good products and products that aren't going to let you down in the garage. We all know, those tools that are in our toolbox that we've got from generations past. You've got your grandpa's wrench and the screwdrivers that have been in there forever. It feels like Auto Value kind of builds on that sort of thing, right? They want tools that last.
Yeah, and it's a little more of a small company. It's not got the big corporate feel to it. So that's one of the bonuses to it. They're more of a small town store than corporate.
You're talking maybe a company that you call and a person answers on the other side of is that how that works, Lewis? You call Auto Value and somebody answers?
Generally.
That sounds good. Lots of great items here for you folks to check out when you come to the open house. They're having some food here, 11:30 to 1:30, so cancel your lunch plans. Come out here and let Lewis grill for you. You were setting up tables in the back when we arrived. You got plenty of seating back there?
Yeah, we got plenty of seating. We got door prizes that people can sign up for, and There'll be the Klondike oil rep will be here. There'll be a couple of different reps here if people want to visit with them.
Okay. And then, of course, you encourage people to walk around the store and kind of check things
absolutely.
out.
Yep.
Okay. What kind of, you don't give away too many details if you don't want to, but what kind of door prizes are we looking at here?
Just car care, stuff like that. That we some ratchet straps, just general use stuff that the average person can use.
Okay, that sounds great. Good stuff here at the new Auto Value location, Broken Bow Auto Parts. If you're looking for it, just drive on down Highway 2, look for the black and yellow signs. Pretty big one. And you've got the signs on the building as well. Those are all changed, folks, so you know exactly where you're going. Again, hours today, 11:30 to 1:30. Is there anything we didn't ask you about, Lewis, that you want to let everybody out there know?
I think we're good. Just
Okay.
look forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, come on out. Let Lewis grill something up for you. They've got some delicious food waiting, those door prizes, and lots of great things to check out and familiarize yourself with the store so you know exactly where you're going when you come in here for the item that you're looking for. Broken Bow Auto Parts, come and check it out. 11:30 to 1:30 today, the new Auto Value location here in Broken Bow. With that, we'll send it back to you, Dave and Brent.
All right, thank you very much, Jeremy. Sounds like a great way to learn more about the new line at the store and, also get yourself a little something to eat and maybe win some door prizes.
That's a pretty good combination.
Yeah. Yeah, that ratchet strap sounds pretty.
I was going to say, both you and I had our ears perk up when we heard that. What guy doesn't want a ratchet strap?
Well, you never know when you're going to, really need one.
I know. They're handy.
They're handy.
Once you learn how to operate them.
Yeah, and don't
at least for me.
Yeah, and don't pinch your fingers.
Yeah.
Right. All right, we're going to take a time out, see what's happening out in the lobby. We may have another guest set up to come in. If not, got some music lined up for you. Keep it right here.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
As America celebrates 250 years, we are celebrating the people who make our communities great. It's Red, White, and You.
We're recognizing local legends including individuals, teachers, volunteers, first responders, businesses, organizations, and groups who make a difference right here at home.
If you know someone who deserves to be recognized, nominate them today. Visit the contests page at sandhillsexpress.com and tell us about them. Red, White, and You is brought to you by
Cobblestone Hotel and One Box Convention Center, Moshka's Building Center, Agland ATV, Govier Brothers Mortuary, Bow Family Furniture, Trotter Service and Trotter's Woven Co., and AgriBest Feeds.
Your big dreams deserve small town service, and that's what you'll get at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From new home builds to remodels, including quartz, granite, and cabinetry, their team works alongside of you every step of the way. Need ag supplies like fencing wire, posts, or tanks? They have them. And in a full line of quality Benjamin Moore paint and delivery, and you're set. Visit Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 or Saturdays, 8 to noon, and see the difference local makes at Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
It's 8:30. You're listening to KCNI, KBBN Radio in Broken Bow, Nebraska. We appreciate your listenership each and every day. We also love having our guests come in and sit with us here in the studio, and we have Tess with us here from Quality Senior Villages. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
You mentioned you live up in Anselmo and that you got some rain up there.
We did. We got right around 3 inches. It was nice.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. And how much hail?
From what I could count out of the yard, about just 10 little pieces. not compared to what everybody else got around us.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And they still were able to pull off most of the Big Sky events, I think.
Yes, yep. It was a big hit, went off like normal, and everybody came out and enjoyed it. Couldn't ask for more. They do an amazing year every year at Big Sky.
They do. And this year, big cleanup before the event, which I understand really went well.
Yes, there was a lot of help and participants up there to working on the buildings and cleaning up, and it's nice to see your community come together and get ready for a big event.
Yeah. Well, great people in Anselmo.
Yes.
Over the years, we've come to love the folks up there. So let's start with Brent. You know Brent Apperson?
I really don't. I'm sorry.
We do now, though.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We're
meeting now. There you go.
Brent is our sports guy, but he also does a lot of interviews, and I'm going to turn him loose to talk about Quality Senior Villages, some of the points that we want to talk about here today with you, Tess.
Okay.
All right.
Well, listen, we're so thankful to have Quality Senior Villages, of course, care facilities specializing in those battling Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yes.
Maybe let's start with how you got involved with Quality Senior Villages, Tess, and kind of what the facility means to you personally.
I had actually started working there. I've been there 9 years now. And it's something that I've always been involved in, with nursing to taking care of the elderly. But to me, it's something that it goes deeper than the heart. It's got a passion you need to be involved in, and it's something you want to be involved in. It's knowing that you're able to take care of them just like you would your own grandparent, your own loved one. And just knowing that you go in every day leaving just as happy as you did. So
I'm sure that there are some challenging times, I would think.
There are definitely, yes.
I'm sure there are rewarding times when you think about caring for the residents, too.
Yes, it's something, one thing we always find funny, they tell us in school when we are taught never to get attached. That is the biggest lie you will ever hear, because I'm sorry, if you don't get attached, you are in the wrong profession. Caring for these ladies and gentlemen, it ends up being your own family.
Yeah.
And it touches you deeply.
I'm sure it does. Let's talk a little bit about the facility and where you stand right now. Are you full, or are there some openings, or where do you kind of stand at the facility at the moment?
Right now, we currently do have some openings. We are the only locked unit here in Broken Bow. We do have open as in private rooms, and we do have open as in where they can share a room.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on what works best for the family or what the family needs.
Can you kind of take us behind the scenes a little bit as far as the care that you provide? I mean, it's round the clock, correct?
Yes.
So just kind of give us a feel for what happens in the facility as you take care of the residents.
Every day we have staff there 24/7. There's never no one around. We have somebody there that comes in and cooks all their meals for them. We do help with their bathing. We do all their housekeeping, their laundry. We assist them in whether it's getting up and getting dressed to having your shower, going to the bathroom. We're there 24/7 for all of their cares and their needs. We are not listed as a full nursing home. So we do intend for them to be more independent, but we are there for assisted hand when they do need it.
I know that in talking with people in the past, they've talked about just how people, if you want to just volunteer your time, how that can be really beneficial at Quality Senior Villages. Whether you've got a medical background or you don't,
right.
If you just care about people, I've heard there's an opportunity for you at Quality Senior Villages. Would that be correct?
Yes, that is huge. We love having volunteers from younger generations to even the older generations to come in, and if it's just to sit with them, tell stories, do puzzles, even come in and do music or fun activities, anything like that. The interaction that goes hand in hand with those that have dementia or Alzheimer's is huge. And they do benefit from it very well.
Can you talk a little bit more about the importance of activities at the facility? Because I know you guys work very hard to keep people involved and keep them doing things. Can you talk about the importance of that a little bit?
We do. It is very important to keep them mobile. It's harder when they are in more of a standstill. That's when you'll actually see more of a progression in their disease or their illness, however you want to look at it. But the more that they are up and active, the more their interaction, you can see them light up, and it's so beneficial to them to just even reminisce, and it brings back so much life into them that just the look on their face is so happy to see.
Yeah. If we have sparked some interest here, how do people get in touch with you to find out more about the facility, or I assume you're open to giving tours or whatever is needed?
Yeah, anytime you can come down to the facility. We are located back behind Tractor Supply. You can call the facility at 872-6387, or if you want, you can get on. We have a new uploaded webpage that has all our information on there. You can call, come down, come in for just even if you want to just do it for the day, just come in and try it out and see if it's something you really want to be involved in. I mean, it's nothing that you got to spend hours on days doing. If you just want to donate 5 minutes of your time, we would love to see you and have you.
Talk a little bit about your staff. We've talked about volunteer help, but as far as your staff goes, are there some openings? Are you kind of fully staffed, or where does that stand for you at the moment?
We are currently looking for a full-time med aid and CNA on night shift. We are doing really well on our days and evenings. We would really appreciate even if we could get some staff on just as a PRN. That way, if we're short-staffed and you're okay with your other job and this is something you enjoy doing, whether you're a CNA or a med aid, you want to pick up 8 hours this month or in 3 months. Anything just to be involved. If you want, come down, come get an application. I'm pretty sure you can get them off the webpage as well now, and you can just email them to me.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we really appreciate you coming in. Were there some other areas or topics regarding the center or anything that you wanted to talk about that maybe we haven't addressed at the moment?
Not right off my head, just the fact that we are here, we are in the community. I mean, we don't always get noticed because of where we are, but anytime anybody has any questions or just wants a walkthrough, just come down, call us. We'll do everything we can. We'll be right there.
Yeah. Well, it's an important facility for sure, and we appreciate what you and your staff does. So we appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you. Yep. We really appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Tess, the location is kind of hidden, like you say, but there's kind of a benefit to that too for the folks living there, because you have an outdoor area as well to where they can go out.
Yeah.
The scenery's pretty good to the south.
Yes.
If they have memories come back of farm days and that sort of thing.
They love that. Yep, yeah. They love watching. Actually, the gentleman with the field out behind us just cut the alfalfa, and I can't tell you how many of our residents were sitting outside and even just telling us the smell of it, the memories. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and we do have a locked-in patio that they can go out with their loved ones, sit, eat, walk. And then we also have a deck right off the back of the house as well that they can go out and rest on when that has a covered awning.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I want to just tell you that people like you are heroes.
Thank you.
You've been doing this for 9 years.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that just don't have that longevity in this kind of care 24/7, some challenges and so forth. My last question would be family members out there thinking about planning down the road, knowing this is coming, unfortunately, but it's coming. And you talked about tours and so forth. Do families kind of have questions about once my loved one is in there, how accessible will they be to me if I want to come in and spend time with them as a family member?
Family members are welcome 24/7. We will never close that door.
24/7?
Yep, they can come in anytime.
Okay, all right. Tess, you're wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Come back and see us.
I sure will.
All right. Quality Senior Villages, 24/7 service, and they're just down a little corner of town. that you have to specifically drive to, but that's kind of a good thing. And they provide care for dementia patients and memory loss and that sort of thing. And there's so much of that these days. Let's utilize quality senior villages. Thanks, Tess.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. We'll continue with a little break, and then we're going to wish somebody a happy birthday, and then we have some music lined up for you. All coming up next.
Dave and Brent
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
on KCNI KBBN Radio.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And when it comes to bad weather, KCNI and KBBN are where you turn 24/7. Whether it's lightning, snow, high winds, or tornadoes, we're live on the air keeping you safe and informed.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Or at least a better forecast. Check sandhillsexpress.com anytime for weather alerts, road conditions, and closings. When the skies turn, KCNI and KBBN turn it up.
Looking for a tough forage with superior yield? In a recent trial, Starseed Hay and Gray's sorghum Sudan grass beat out 7 other varieties in dry matter yield with a whopping 10,000 pounds an acre. Fastest out of the ground and remarkably hardy, Hay and Gray's is the solution for drought-tolerant forage to carry your herd. The American Acres line of hand-selected forages focuses on quality, yield, disease resistance, and drought tolerance. For more information, reach out to a Starseed dealer in your area, and let's keep your farm green and always growing.
8:42, a birthday to celebrate, a former employee's birthday, Kim Leapart.
Ah, Kimster.
Celebrating her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
She's 30 or so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Kimster, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day. And just think about never mind. Let's just I don't know how this next song, Kim, really relates to your birthday, but it has cake in it, and it's a great song from the Band of Heathens.
Oh,
one of my favorite groups.
Yeah.
It's called Take the Cake. Happy birthday, Kim. Little birthday. Had cake in it. I didn't know roughly what the song was about, but I thought it'd be appropriate. Take a risk. How you doing, Brent? Everything okay?
I'm doing good. Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm still a little bit, I don't know, just kind of out of sorts on this whole fact that you're going to be gone at some conference regarding Watch the Neighborhood.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little worried about how that will affect me personally. Not to be selfish. I shouldn't be that way. But I got to be honest. I am worried as to what's going to come out of this and how it will affect me.
Well, that's kind of the way of the world. That's kind of why we're in the situations that we're in these days. And John Kay, former singer for Steppenwolf, has some thoughts on that if you'd like to hear his analysis.
Oh, okay. All right.
So here's John Kay with thoughts on personal goals and sacrifices and why we're in the situations we're in this world. You know, as a singer of Steppenwolf, I mean, he ought to know. This is his latest release, by the way. He's still playing, still out on tour. It's called Ain't That a Shame? taking a little walk on Saturday, and this song was playing on KBBN, and I got me some of those newfangled headphones that I can hook up with my phone, Bluetooth to my phone, so I can listen to KBBN and walk.
Wow, you had Dave with wireless headphones connected to his phone?
Yeah, but you have to be careful when you walk with those kind of headphones because you don't know what's going on around you.
Yes.
You just have to watch very carefully when you cross the street.
That's a good point.
But I had some folks pull up beside me on Saturday. Really nice people. And I looked over, and there was a whole bunch of people in a Jeep, and they were on a scavenger hunt.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool. And they thought, kind of relates back to John Kay's song here, they thought since Joan was a librarian for 32 years that I'd have a library card. And one of the things on their scavenger list was a library card.
Really?
I had to admit to them in the street that I didn't have a library card. But I was only a few blocks away from home at that time, so I said, go down the street, look for this yellow house a block down from Fiesta Brava.
Knock on the door.
And they did, and they went in, and they got set up with Joan with her library card, and off they went. They were having a really good time.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been on a scavenger hunt I don't think since I was a kid.
When I was in college, what was it called? It was called Bigger and Better, I think is what we called it. And they would give you just like a paper clip even or something. You would start with that, and your goal was you had to go around the community and find something bigger and better. And you had like an hour or so to do it, and whoever came back with the biggest, better stuff, well, the group that I was with, we went around and we went to this house, and of course, they have no idea who we are. We're just cold knocking on the door, you know, and they were so much fun. They had this great, big, old-fashioned, wash tub with the roller, you know, that you would do the clothes with and stuff.
Sure.
So we got that, and we're thinking, oh, man, nobody's going to be able to beat this. You know, we take it back. Here comes a group of guys with this man and his trailer bringing a whole old beat-up car from someone's backyard. And it's like, needless to say, they won.
Oh, man.
But, things like that, they're kind of fun.
Well, it looked to me like this was a family event. There was a family in the car anyway, and they were just having a great time. Speaking of having a great time, the Ansley Muddy Creek Festival's coming up this weekend and the Callaway Pioneer Picnic. So 2 more things to go to this weekend.
Another thing to go to this weekend, the races are coming back to Dawson County Raceway in Lexington for this Sunday. Hot laps will start at 5, green flag drops at 6. Classes include modified, northern sports mods, stock car, hobby stock, sports compacts, and warriors. You can see their full schedule on their Facebook page, Dawson County Raceway. A very affordable and fun time for the family. Grandstand admission for ages 16 and over, $20. Ages 6 to 15, $10. 5 and under will be admitted free. Pops Promotions working hard this season to bring the excitement of racing to Lexington, so be listening for your chances to even win tickets through KCNI KBBN Radio. Take in the races this Sunday. It'll be at Dawson County Raceway in Lexington.
Looking a little ways past this weekend, let's start talking about the 4th of July, and this is a big 4th of July. It's always big, but 250th birthday of the United States of America. And Oconto is gearing up for Independence Day. They're having an Independence Day celebration sponsored by the American Legion Post 250, which is kind of unique, 250, and their auxiliary. They're putting on a cornhole tournament, and they're going to be doing that by the on the Main Street, Grand Avenue, by the bleachers. You can get a hold of Jeff at 870-4381 or Brian at 870-0107 for that. They're going to have the parade lineup on Independence Day in Oconto at the ball field, the school, at 10 a.m. Call 308-880-0610 for that if you need more information. Otherwise, just come and get lined up for the parade. The 11 o'clock parade, of course, the title for the parade, the theme is 250 Years Independence Day. Following the parade, they'll have a free will donation at the community building. At 1 o'clock, they'll have critter races, which features turtle, toads, and salamanders. Bring your critters for prizes. That's sponsored by Security First Bank of Callaway. And at 2 o'clock, they're going to have races, egg toss, and balloon toss, and cash prizes. Good old-fashioned fun, just like they did over the years to celebrate the 4th of July. They'll also have other things going on around this day, and that would include the alumni banquet. And they'll also on Sunday have a 4-person golf scramble, as they have done for many years. Also, a quick note, the Oconto Public Library is having an open house on July 4th from noon until 4. Stop in and see their new look. They've done some work, and they'd like you to see it. They're going to serve cookies and drinks, and they're going to have a T-shirt fundraiser to support the library along with that as well.
Got a job opportunity to alert you about? Go to sandhillsexpress.com and the employment page, and you'll see that the Nebraska Department of Transportation has a great opportunity for a highway maintenance worker senior to join their team in Ansley. At the NDOT, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities available, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package. Now, to apply, you need to go online, so go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
All right. We have more guests coming in the 9 o'clock hour, so stay tuned as we're going to be learning more about EMS, EMTs, and that sort of thing again this morning. I think there's some important things coming up to talk about there, Brent. So we've got guests that will be coming in here in the 9 o'clock hour. And I would like to get Cadence Feldman in the studio sometime. I don't know if we'll get her in this morning. I hope so, because she covered some stories for us last Friday, new businesses with ribbon cuttings and so forth. If we don't get her in today, we'll get her in maybe while I'm at that very important meeting tomorrow. You could get Cadence in here.
Ah, okay.
But
all right.
We'll see. Maybe we can get her in towards the end of the show today.
Sure.
And see what's on Cadence's mind. So that's all coming up.
All right.
It is almost 9 o'clock, so we're going to break for news. Back with more guests.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. Former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan is dead at the age of 100. The American economist died as a result of complications from Parkinson's disease. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is resigning. Starmer said the Labour Party's made it clear he's not the one to lead moving forward. U.S. Ambassador to the UN Mike Waltz says the Trump administration is focused on making sure Iran doesn't obtain a nuclear weapon. Trump endorsed both Republican candidates for South Carolina governor. The Los Angeles Unified School District Superintendent Alberto Carvalho resigned last night. Here's reporter Tammy Trujillo.
It comes amid a federal investigation over a failed AI chatbot venture. The LA Times says Carvalho sent a resignation letter to the district and members of the Board of Education.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Wyndham Clark won the U.S. Open golf tournament by one stroke. He was up by 6 to start the day. Sam Burns finished second. Scotty Scheffler fell to a tie for fourth place. At the World Cup, Egypt, with 3 goals in the second half, beat New Zealand 3-1. Spain dominated Saudi Arabia 4-0. Cape Verde tied Uruguay 2-2. Belgium and Iran tied 0-0. In the WNBA, wins for Washington, Las Vegas, and L.A., which hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to edge Anchorage, New York, 98-97. NASCAR win for Corey Heim. IndyCar win for Christian Lundgaard. Serena Williams will play doubles and singles at Wimbledon this summer. The Ottawa Senators traded Brady Tkachuk to Florida for draft choices. To baseball, the Orioles won 12-1 at the Dodgers. St. Louis a 12-10 win at Kansas City. The Reds beat the Yankees. Phillies over the Mets. Kyle Schwarber is 29th homer.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Slight chance for showers, with fog and spots early today. Otherwise, cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 72. Southeasterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Slight chance for storms. Tonight, lows dip down to about 55. Mainly cloudy skies expected. Cloudy and foggy early tomorrow. Thunderstorms likely. 73. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Friendly small-town shopping, impressive big-town selection, the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. Visit them every day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and shop the very best cuts of meat, fresh produce, and delicious items in the deli. Find ads, coupons, and more online at gkbrokenbow.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
It is about 2.5 minutes past the hour, 60 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. Winds 5 to 10 out of the southeast. Barometric pressure rising at 30.10. Humidity at 94%. High yesterday, 67 with an overnight low of 59. Stayed nice and warm overnight. 400s precipitation in the rain gauge this morning, but over the weekend we picked up 2 inches and 41 hundredths. So that puts us all the way up to near 4 inches for the month, 3 inches and 57 hundredths precipitation for the month of June. And most of it all came here this past weekend. 60 under a cloudy sky. We'll be right back with our guests. First, these words.
From the mortgage to childcare costs to the weekly grocery haul, you already know that life comes with many expenses. We all do so much to take care of our loved ones right now, but we don't always consider how those left behind would manage if the unthinkable were to happen. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Life insurance is a simple answer to that very difficult question. If you have a policy already, that's great. Let us review it with you to make sure it's still the amount, type, and length of coverage that you need. If you don't have a life policy, we will walk you through the process to determine what kind of life insurance protection is best for your family. Just give us a call at 836-2201 or stop in the office in Callaway.
Now 9:04, and we have our guest in the studio here. Kelvin Kreitman is here. Kelvin, how you doing?
Good, Dave.
You're doing some paperwork there.
I'm just getting my notes together because I'm old and I'll forget.
Wow, notes. I don't know if Dave and I know what those are.
Kelvin, we scribble.
As far as preparing with notes for an interview, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if we're familiar with that.
So let's talk a little bit about where you live now, Grand Island, right?
Well, I actually live in Aurora.
Aurora,
yes,
okay.
But I work for Grand Island Fire as a firefighter paramedic.
Okay.
Full time.
So our first question would be weather related. A lot of nasty weather down your way, especially St. Paul, Loop City, Grand Island, kind of trekked through there. Harder than we got the rain here and a little hail, but it sounds like maybe a little worse that way.
Yeah, there was other places. We didn't get hit. Aurora, Grand Island just got a lot of rain. I don't know that there was any hail associated with it. I think that was all up towards Loop City and a little bit further north. I know you guys got some here too.
Some, yes.
Yeah. Gardens are probably not what they used to be.
Well, we have a little one out back here, and we'll have to see whether it recovers.
Oh, you haven't looked at it this morning yet?
I looked at it yesterday, and it was kind of like somebody pruned them,
Right.
But that's all right, as long as there wasn't too much damage, nobody got hurt. And that's kind of where you come in. When people have injuries, they have unexpected accidents and so forth. That's what you do, right?
That's exactly right, Dave. And I would hope that I don't have to come see you and people do the right thing, right? But if you have an emergency, we're going to be there to come help.
Yeah. You mentioned that you sometimes work at the combine plant in Grand Island. Tell us about that a little bit.
So fill in periodically for the RN at the nurses station at the KCNI combine plant in Grand Island. And I love working in there because it's just I was just off radio or off. We were talking about it. It's just a cool place. I mean, what they do there and build those things from the ground up and watching them go down the line, starting at welded frames and getting painted and going down the line. So Saturday They must have had an order or something, but they had to build 7 combines, and they had them all built by 1,500 hours in the afternoon. So,
pretty amazing. I happen to have worked at Sperry New Holland plant in
when it
Lexington
was in Lex.
years ago. Yeah, and I was a fork truck driver for a while, and then I built final drives and they called it sub assembly, and it was really quite, as you say, amazing watching those things go together. And when I finally got on days, which I thought, man, I want to get on days, I found the night crews to be more relaxed than the day crews. But it is dangerous. There's some dangerous things happening inside of those factories. They have to be careful, and they have safety meeting after safety meeting, which I know you know a lot about.
Yeah, they do a lot of safety, and just like any big corporation, they want to be safe because that's money out of their pocket paying for their employees when they get hurt. So but they have a very big aid station there where people can come in if you get a sliver in your finger or whatever, and so I've pulled slivers out of metal slivers out of people's fingers or whatever, and they can get over-the-counter medications if they got a cold, or they can get that stuff there. So it's just interesting. It's one of my side hustles, along with coming up to Broken Bow and all the other stuff that I do.
And tell everybody why you're here today.
Okay, so I'm here for a couple of reasons. So one, to promote EMS in Broken Bow. I don't think EMS as a whole promotes itself enough, to talk about what we do and what we're capable of here in Broken Bow, because things have changed over the last 3 years or so with us being ALS. And then there's a lot of things that we do on, quarterly and every day that we're trying to make things better. We're also going to talk about the race, the EMS race coming up in October. So we'll talk about that also. But I just what I'm trying to do is promote EMS in Broken Bow and give people the information, what we do, what we're about, how we're kind of staffed. We're kind of unique because we're staffed with volunteers and full-time people. So we have a few full-time people. So every day, during the day, there's 3 people, and at night there's 3 people, and that's 7 days a week, and then on the weekend it's a 24-hour shift, so those 3 would be on the whole 24 hours. But there's somebody on shift every single day, so if you have a problem or you have an emergency and you call 911, we will be there lickety-split.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to think about that for a moment, because we have a radio here where we hear, kind of, so we can kind of keep up on possible news items, and the radio's going off, and there's all sorts of different things, and you hear the call go out, and the volunteers respond 24/7, and you got to think about that a little bit.
Lots of them are leaving work.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So you have the people that are leaving work. When I'm here, I stay at the station. So I'm there, I sleep there. There's a bedroom there that I can sleep in. So if I'm there, it's going to be pretty quick that the ambulance gets out the door, and then the people that are volunteers will just meet me on scene. But I'll get the ambulance there very quickly. I mean, within probably 30 seconds, I'm out the door, and I'm really good at it. I get a lot of practice at it.
I suppose you do, working in different places. Well, a lot of, and I want Brent to ask you some questions as well, but one of the things that seems to pop up a lot is people falling.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's wrong with the gravity in the state of Nebraska, but it's worse in Grand Island because a lot of things that we do on a daily basis are falls. A lot of people fall. The problem with falls is not necessarily you're being injured by a ground level fall. It's a lot of times people have underlying health issues like AFib, and they're on blood thinners. And when you're on a blood thinner and you fall and you hit your head, there's a good chance that you could be bleeding internally, especially in your brain. Which because you're on blood thinners, it doesn't clot. That's the whole reason why you're on blood thinners, is so clots don't build up in your heart and then send them to other places that they don't need to be. So that's the biggest issue with falls. And most of the time, if somebody's on a blood thinner, we're going to recommend that they need to go to the hospital and get checked just to make sure that there isn't something inside that we can't see that later on down the road, maybe a day, it all depends on how big a bleed it is, right? Mm-hmm. If it's small, it could take days or maybe even a week. If it's a big one, it's not going to take very long at all. But the hospital can reverse those. A lot of those drugs can have antidotes that can be, to reverse that and fix that. But it needs to be identified relatively quickly.
Yeah, and we often think about somebody hitting their head when they fall, but with these thinners, they could hit a rib cage anywhere when they're going to hit a table corner or something like that, or the floor itself.
Yep, even the floor. Just the motion of your head coming down and bouncing back, can move the brain inside your skull and cause a rupture of a vessel, and then that vessel's not going to, because on blood thinners, that's not going to stop bleeding, and it's just going to continue to bleed. I've seen quite a few of them. I've seen pretty young people smoke their head in a bathtub and then, die from a massive head bleed that you can't see from the outside, but once they do a CT scan, you can sure see it on the inside.
Well, I think that it's a conversation worth having. I thank you for that, and doesn't matter age if you fall and hit something.
I've seen it in 30-some-year-olds, fall down, hit their head inside a shower.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's probably up towards the top of the list of some of the calls you get, but you don't have any really limitations as to who you go see depending on what the accident is, I don't think, do you?
No, not at all. Now that we're advanced life-saving ALS, we carry a toolbox of stuff with us. We are a mix of, like I said, volunteers, so we have EMTs, we have advanced providers. Mike Gild is actually going to be finishing up here his schooling later on this summer, so he'll be coming on as a paramedic. So we'll add another paramedic to the group. I'm fairly new paramedic, 6 months at the job. And we have others. We have some RNs. We have a mix of people, and then our EMTs.
Okay. Brent, do you have questions?
Well, I know you wanted to talk about training and the race and all of that, but I've just got one quick question before we transition there. You and your family spent several years here in Broken Bow, and I know this community is still important to you. Can you just explain a little bit more as to what your role is with Broken Bow EMS, even though you are currently located in the Aurora and Grand Island area?
So, Brent, since I started here, and there's some people that kind of pushed me into where I am today. It's not something that I thought about, let's say, 15 years ago. I mean, my dad is a retired Omaha firefighter. I never thought about being a firefighter, but I got on the volunteer fire department and then went to EMT school and became an EMT, and then that's kind of where it triggered. And because of my relationships with some of the people that are up here, I still love coming up here and having the experience that I get coming from a fairly large city. I won't say a big city. I mean, Grand Island's fairly good sized city, but the experience that I bring from there, the call volume that I go on, when I'm on the ambulance down there, it's for 48 hours because we work 48/96, and in that 48 hours, I can run 9-10 calls a day. So just having the experience and the call volume that I deal with, I just bring that experience up here. And in EMS, there's no restriction as far as, like on the fire department, I can't be on the volunteer fire department here because I don't live in the fire district.
Right.
But there is no restriction on that in EMS, and then you can be a part of any ambulance service. So I am part of Grand Island's ambulance and then part of Broken Bow. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing the news, but Aurora is going away from paid to they're going to go private, which is a big sticky wicket, and a scary situation. But I did work part-time in Aurora also as a advanced EMT and then a paramedic once I became a paramedic. Again, my home, the town that I live in now, I wanted to, but I want to be part of that also, but then I also like being part of Broken Bow and helping the people here too. So it's all about helping people, basically, is what it comes down to.
Yeah, well, we appreciate what you do. Let's talk about your training opportunities. I know that was something you really wanted to touch on today.
Right, and it's on my notes, it's my 50-meter target because it's happening on June 29th. So what we did, we started really when we became ALS, we saw a need for teaching things that people don't get a lot of experience at with, because you just don't have the call volume, right? And this is not just for us. This is and it's not even the county. I mean, it includes all of our mutual aid partners, but people from Mullen have come down, people from Sutherland. It really goes out to anybody that's within maybe the 100,000 watts that you guys put out. Is that what you put out here for signal?
We're 30,000 watts.
Oh, okay. Well,
but sounding like a million.
But you get a long ways away, right?
We do.
With
our
Kozak,
30.
Gothenburg, you know.
Definitely.
So all of those it's for everybody. And what it is, we do it quarterly, and it usually involves skills that are the ones that are, what do they call them? You know, low frequency but high intensity. You know, a very, very stressful situation like giving birth in the back of an ambulance is a stressful situation. Totally doable by EMTs, right? But not something that you do a lot of. So the pediatrics and those kind of things. So that is the 29th. It starts at 17:30. We usually have dinner. We'll have dinner. There'll be a presentation during the dinner. Becca Newmiller is doing mentally healthy and happy people stay, you know, why we can no longer ignore mental health. So talking about mental health issues and the issues within services where there might be some bad blood and people don't get along, and that's why people don't stay. We don't have that problem. We all get along really, really well. We have a vision of where we're going, and everybody's on that same sheet of music. So we do really well there. And then there'll be training sessions from 17:45 to 20:45. So what we're going to have is cardiac arrest management for all ages with hands-on scenarios, rapid recognition and stabilization, extrication, and considerations of the trauma patient. So like Dave, you were talking about, you know, car accidents and stuff like that. A lot of things that we can do as an advanced service in the trauma that would have normally been done at the hospital, we can do in the back of the ambulance.
Okay, which is huge.
Yes. Stabilizing a patient and getting them out on a helicopter and get them stabilized and get them to the proper care that they need to be to, that's the gold standard. And then airway labs, so adjunct placement, difficult airway management techniques. So you always have difficult airways, especially with trauma patients, you know, putting in a ET tube when there's blood in the airway and those kind of things. They're hard to manage, but those are all things that we can do, you know, so we can breathe for somebody and make sure that they're getting the oxygen that they need to survive. So that's my 50-meter target. I invite anybody who can hear this radio broadcast that's within earshot. If you want to come, you're more than welcome. Again, we do it every quarter, and again, it's nothing. We're not, you know, we just want to share the information. Sharing the information is the key to success. And you get CEUs for this, so when you come, you will get credit. We have quite a few people in our service that are EMS instructors, you know, through the state and that kind of thing. So we can, you know, they're all credits that you get towards your license. Because in EMS, you have to maintain your license. Every 2 years, you have to recertify. So you have to have so many hours in each area, you know, airway, cardiac arrest. One of the few things that, you know, in first responders that you have to, you know, actually have to keep up. So these go towards those credits that people might need for, you know, if they need some airway stuff or whatever. So I invite everybody to come out and join us. Like I said, we'll feed you and we'll have a good time. It's right there at the fire station. We've got some really good presenters. We try to bring in people from outside the agency also. Usually our medical director from Dr. Holman from Kearney comes up, but this time he's not. So, but a lot of times he'll come up and teach a class also, which is kind of good, getting the doctor in there and teaching a class. So all good stuff.
This is next Monday, a week from today, June 29th.
Yep.
My question would be pre-registration or just register the day of?
You just come in.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I guess you could go on our Facebook page and say you're coming or whatever, but yeah, we'll just register you right there. And then usually we have you put your email down so that we can send out a survey to the people that come in, so then we can kind of gauge how we did, you know, because we want to get better, right? So we can't we can't improve if we don't look at what we did and ask people, what can we do better? That's how we get better, right? We improve it that way. So we'll ask for your email, and then you'll get a survey sent to you by that email, and then you can put your comments in there, what we can do better, what we did great, positive stuff, negative stuff. It doesn't matter. We'll take it all. That way we can make things better as we go along. But just trying to share the knowledge, making that knowledge base out there, getting that knowledge out for people so that they have the experience. Because again, not a lot of times you do all these things. So we try to pick the ones that are really high stress and low acuity.
Yeah. What are some other topics you wanted to address?
Okay, so
this morning,
July 10th, the chamber is putting on. I turned my phone off so it wouldn't go off, and I got it on here. So it's at the square, and what we will be doing down there is we'll be doing hands-only CPR. So one of the things that the bigger cities like Lincoln, North Platte, some of the cities, Grand Island does it to a certain extent too, is they have what is called Pulse Point, and it's an app that you can get on your phone, and when you're CPR qualified, when dispatch puts out that there's CPR in progress, it will send out a notification to you right away that there's CPR in progress. And most of the time people just learn hands only, and hands only is you're not breathing, you're just getting on the chest, you're going hard and fast, that's all you're doing. And that buys the time for EMS or the police. So in Broken Bow, our police department is partnered with us. They've been through the Lincoln Fire's Resuscitation Academy that we had up here. They all carry AEDs. They're all certified in CPR. So if it were to be a nighttime thing that happens, and they're going to be there, they'll probably be there first, because they're just like in Grand Island, cops are always there first because they're on duty. They're out cruising around, right? Mm-hmm. So. But those guys are all trained. We have a great partnership with our PD, EMS and PD, and they will start doing the things that they need to do, and then we'll arrive and take over. So hands-only CPR is a big part of that, and then the Pulse Point adding to that. Maybe someday we can get to that here where we have that comes out of dispatch. But we can get to that also. But that's the hands-only CPR. If everybody knows hands-only CPR, somebody goes down and you can do hands-only CPR, you buy them the time that they need, because the longer they lay there with nothing happening, the worse it is for them. It's going to take more to get them back, if we can get them back. And if they do come back, their quality of life is probably not going to be the same. So doing the hands-only CPR, keeping that blood moving. There's enough oxygen in that blood in your body without breathing for them to keep it moving, to perfuse the brain, perfuse the organs so that they don't shut down. And that's where you're buying them time. So let me pull up my thing here. So it will be Friday, July 10th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Broken Bow Chamber, along with several business partners. It's a community picnic on the square. The playground committee will be there with a carnival, Joel Loran Academy with a performance, and then EMS will be there. And there'll be a bunch of other people that will probably be in that too. So that's July 10th.
Okay.
So if you want to come out, join us out there, have a good time, learn some hands-only CPR would be a great opportunity. And I teach CPR to the 5th and 6th graders when they do fire prevention, so they kind of get an idea. And again, hands-only CPR is the way to go. Somebody goes down and you can do hands-only CPR. You are buying them that time that they need.
Okay, very important. July 10th.
July 10th on the square.
Okay.
So let's go to
Want to go to the run?
Yeah,
all right, run for your life, man.
Let's go to Run for Your Life.
You started this,
yes,
didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my baby, and I don't want to let it go. It's probably another one of the reasons why I stay connected here. So again, going back to what I said earlier, EMS, we want people to be healthy, right? I mean, I don't want to work myself out of a job. That's not going to ever happen. But the healthier you are, the more likely it is that you will not have to call us. And that's the whole key, right? Is to not have to have an emergency. So I started the run. This is going to be our 4th annual. It's at Kincaidor. It is the same weekend that they're having their Oktoberfest, but we will be running in the morning, and then you can stay for Oktoberfest and do all those things that aren't so good for you afterwards. But you did run, so you have kind of an out. It's never too early to have a Bloody Mary, right?
Well,
Dave?
Yeah. I've never cared for Bloody Marys, but you could have some other libation.
Yeah. But you just got done running. You need to rehydrate, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of the whole gist of starting it, is to promote community health, camaraderie. I love that organizations will come out. Like last year, the Nebraska State Bank, they even had their own T-shirts. And they come out and they run as a group. Just to get out, be out in the nice air. First weekend of October is in Nebraska is usually fairly decent.
Yes.
So we added a 10K, but here's the kicker. This is the big thing, and I want to give a shout out to the Custer County Tourism Board for the grant. We put in for a grant to get a chip timer. So we will be able to chip time this event now, which I'm hoping will bring people from outside the county to come to the race, because now it's chip timed. And I can't thank them enough for the grant, because then we added money to it and we were able to buy this really nice piece of software and equipment that there's a little RFI tag in your bib that when you go across, it will automatically time you. So if there's a lot of people and you're at the end of the string of people going down the road, your time does not start until you cross our mat. So no matter where you're at in that group, your time doesn't start until you're at the mat. And it will also help the ladies from downtown in the municipal building who have helped me the last couple of years and probably want to hit me over the head with a sledgehammer of trying to figure out who won, because it will do all of this stuff for us and make their life a lot easier. So, and again, we have we get our volunteers to come out and help with that, and it's just a great opportunity to get out, do some exercise, talk to people, and enjoy the hopefully decent weather that is the first part of October. So that's the 3rd. That's that first Saturday. Races at 10, and packet pickup, it says on the flyer 9 o'clock, but it will be there early. So if you're there 8 o'clock, you'll be able to pick up packets. You can go online. The race, there's a QR code on the poster. There, you can go on Broken Bow Ambulance's Facebook. It'll be on there. We also have a Broken Bow Run for Your Life Facebook page. You can go on there and you can register online. I can't guarantee you a T-shirt if you register the day of, but we will let people register the day of. Got no problem with that. Just come out, have a good time. You can walk it, you can run it, you can do a 10K, you can do the 5K, whatever your pleasure. Dogs are welcome as long as they're on a leash. I got no problem with that. Just come out, enjoy yourself, have fun, talk to people, and then afterwards enjoy yourself at Kincaidor, because that's what I'll be doing after I get done.
Calvin, I think the first time anyway, you started at Melham Park.
Yes.
Are you just starting at Kincaidor's?
We're starting at Kincaidor and ending at Kincaidor.
Okay.
So it'll start and stop at the same place. I did only buy one mat because that's the kind of the pricey part of it,
I suppose.
But we were kind of working towards just starting and stopping in the same place. So the 10Kers, they'll run out and get on Kramer Canyon and go down Kramer Canyon a ways and then come back, and then the 5K goes back the other direction. But everybody will come across the mat at the same place.
Location. And like you say, walk or run.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Come on out, walk it, run it, whatever you want to do. Just come out and enjoy. This is kind of our big fundraiser. All the proceeds that we get from this go to helping us buy equipment and the stuff that, the city does a great job with, funding us. And again, I we're a little bit different situation up here, and then I think about Aurora and the problem that the city's having there, and hopefully that never happens here. But this is fundraiser for us for those things that, we might want that we maybe just can't get right away, so that's what the money goes towards.
It's a great event, and you started it, as Brent mentioned. I remember when you did it.
Yeah.
It was, and hopefully it'll go on. I'll keep taking it on until I either kick the bucket or people quit running, I guess. I don't know. I don't plan on quitting running for a while, but.
So, kids, does age matter?
Nope, doesn't matter. We have all sizes of shirts. If you, when you enter online, you'll put in your shirt size, and Nebraska Pastor George doing the shirts for me this year. Try to, move around and spend money and, in local establishments. We beat the local establishments up for things all the time, and, try to spend money here and there when we can. So they're doing the shirts for us this year. It will be a neon pink. So I don't have a problem wearing pink when I'm running, as long as it's a shirt and nothing else. Not sporting your pink shorts, Dave.
Okay, all right.
There's an image.
Curious, how's your better half?
Oh, she's doing great. If you ever fly out of Grand Island Airport, she works for TSA there.
Oh, does she?
Really?
Yep. She used to be in the morning crew, but now she's in afternoon. So she goes in around 1:30 or so, and usually there till about 11:30 or not at night or so. So she'll be there in the afternoon. I mean, most people that she sees from Broken Bow, I think, fly out early.
Yeah.
So when she was working early, she would run into quite a few people.
Yeah. So is she going to be able to make the run, or?
Saturday? No, she'll
Probably
be working.
not. Yeah. Well, tell her hi for us.
Oh, I absolutely will. I told her, I said, hey, guess who I'm talking to on Monday? Your good old buddy, 80s, person, Brent.
Yeah, there you go. we will always have that connection. That's awesome.
Yep, the 80s crew.
Absolutely.
And Dave sitting back in his corner.
Yeah, wondering what are they talking about. Yeah.
Same way when Stuart comes in, I just get out of the way when they get going.
So just a couple other things real quick. So members, we have a mix of advanced EMTs, paramedics, and RNs. We're always looking for members. So if you're interested in a career in EMS that might take you someplace else, just come down to the station. You can grab an application. We're always looking for volunteers to join our team. And on that too, if anybody out there and you're interested in what we do, what equipment we have, if you want to take a look, Monday through Friday, there is always somebody there. So you can come down, during business hours, basically city business hours, right? And come down and check out, check out the facilities. Come down and see us. I mean, we would be happy to show you everything that we have, what we do, how things work. We're not trying to hide anything. We're trying to let people know that we're here and we're here to help you, and we're trying to do the best that we can to be, a very, very good service. And again, I think Broken Bow is got the idea right as far as EMS and the funding and what we're doing. We're probably going to add some more staffing so that we can take those transports. We take the ones that we can from the hospitals, Callaway or Jenny Melham, to try to get those people quicker to the facilities that they need to go to. But if they have to have cardiac monitoring and stuff like that, a paramedic has to be in the back, and we're not really staffed for that 24/7, but we can do that as we're staffed. But we're trying to work towards getting a little bit better staffing so we can do more of those, get those people, instead of waiting 5, 6, 7 hours or however longer, get them down the road to Kearney or Grand Island, wherever they need to go quicker. Yeah. And it's all about patient care when it comes down to it. What's best for the patient. Well, getting them to the higher level of care is best for the patient.
Yes. All right. Well, hey, that's a lot of information, a lot of good information, a lot of important information. So, Kelvin, thanks for dropping by to talk about all those important things. And, of course, the run's coming up, and we wish you the best there.
I appreciate it, Dave. I appreciate you guys, letting me come in here and, kind of promote ourselves a little bit. And again, it's one of those things that kind of just hides out there in the wings. You don't really know what's going on until you actually need somebody to come and help you. And you're going to get nothing but professionals when they come to see you. So we try real hard to stay on top of our training and make sure that we're the best trained that we can be and do all the things right.
Well, thanks again. You're welcome to come back again before the running event if you can squeeze that into your busy schedule.
I will definitely try.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take a time out with these words on The Breakfast Show.
Every machine has a story. Early mornings, long harvests, years of hard work. When the time comes to sell, AuctionTime.com helps make sure the world sees that equipment. Whether you're selling one piece of equipment or planning a retirement auction, start by knowing what it's worth. At Auction Time, we'll help you start with a free equipment valuation and plan the best way to sell. Call 402-458-4570. That's 402-458-4570. AuctionTime.com. Local expertise, worldwide buyers.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Find the award-winning service you need with Brent Custer in Broken Bow.
All right, before we close the show, Kelvin, another subject. I'm going to a convention tomorrow and the next day. I don't know if you heard about this. It's
this morning on the way up here, Dave.
I wondered if we could incorporate this a little bit with some of the things you talked about. I'm going to be enforcing rules and regulations in the neighborhood because there's Neighborhood Watch, and then I'll be a member of Watch the Neighborhood. And I wondered if there's anything you might you have military experience that you had before you got into this profession. Is there anything you might include that I should be watching for on the neighbors?
Well, for you, Dave, you need to have your hide position way back in the living room that you can look out the window, because you don't want to give up your sniper position, right? So you got your binos on a tripod. You're way back in the window, and then that way they can't see that you're actually looking at them.
Oh, that'd be good. And then is there, because you know all about the equipment, is there like the night vision? I think that would be very beneficial.
Oh yeah, especially for those guys that are trying to come over into your yard at night and like maybe let a dog go on your yard or something at night, and they're like, that Dave Burney, I got something for him. Here's a big pile of steaming, you know what? That doesn't happen, does it?
Again, I'm going to be a politician here. I'd rather not say at this time.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to go back to what you never did answer Brent's question earlier. Is you self-appointed? Are you the king of the neighborhood, self-appointed?
I know there was no vote.
Again, that will be disclosed at a later date. Thanks, Kelvin.